Yo, are we live? Test. Yo, what's good, JB? What's good, Dow? Random stream today, but I wanted to do something really quick and see if we can speed run just setting up HERMES before some meetings tonight. And I thought I might as well stream it, you know? So hold on. Yo, what's good, Sammy? What's good, Jackie? No such thing. What's good, Eddie? What is this? Yes, this is exactly what you're seeing, a Thursday night stream. I have 2 meetings with clients at 5:30 p.m. EST and 6 p.m. EST. Have 30 minutes to set up HERMES beforehand. Let's see how far I get. So I'm writing this in my community right now. Chat, how y'all doing, man? What's good, Benson? Finally recovering from my fever. Hey, I hope you feel better, man. It reminds me I gotta go to school. Let's see how far I get. We'll turn into a step-by-step tutorial after. Client meeting. There we go. For I'm at Streamer University 2027. We make our own Streamer University. First ever Thursday stream, Benson. I don't think it's my first Thursday stream, but first one in a while. You're not wrong about that. Let me change this text here. Speed run setup HERMES in 30 minutes. And then we have 5:30 p.m. first client, 6 p.m. the second client. So I do have to lock in a bit, chat, since we're doing a little speed run here. We got less than 30 minutes, man, to set this up. So let's see. I really don't know if it's gonna take more than 30 minutes or not, but I'm curious to see how far I can get, because you know this is like realistically, this is how you have to do it in real life. You can't spend, 3 hours setting up stuff when you have to work on things, right? You got to work on things and not just set things up. What's good, Blaze Luffy? YouTube chat, I'm here. But yeah, let me start this real soon. We got like 5 minutes, chat. I'm gonna start it. Okay, Dow, chill out, man. There's no need to hate on others. Do you go to Knicks parade? I did not, actually. I did not. That was a while ago, no? Also better than... Okay. I just read that. Okay. This is not the chat to be talking about that, boys. Please lock in. I found you YouTube before I found you Twitch. My first stream I watched was 2 weeks ago. Hey, appreciate that, Benson. Which one... What was I doing on the stream? I guess we can make this, yeah, we're going to have to make this a YouTube video. So I will, how do I put it? I have to do a little introduction here before we jump right in. And I also have my Mac Mini here, screen shared from my other thing. I'll explain everything as I start, but yeah. I think Yeah, I think we could just get right into it, right? Who's here, chat? Can I get one in the chat? Who's? Do I have any other familiar names here in the chat? And you have questions and stuff? Please let me know. But let me tell. Dude, shout out to Asdi. Look at these thumbnails Asdi has. You're like, what type of shit is this? But it's pretty sick. Like, I like it because it's not just generic AI slop, right? It's like kind of creative. Like, we got anime in here going on. We got we got fucking random shit. But yeah, what's up, Gooey? Mr. AI engineer. Mar, was good. Mar, only Ben was good. Yuja. Hey, these are some names I haven't seen in a minute. But welcome, chat. Today we are implementing some. We're trying to set up HERMES. Okay. It was the meeting. Okay, got you. Today we have 2 more meetings, but before then we're gonna try to speedrun HERMES setup. Enhanced AI slop. Exactly. All right, I'm just gonna start this video off the bat. So Viv, my video editor, who you're watching, if you're watching this right now, yeah, let's start with the intro. Full cam. All right, what's up, guys? So today we are going to set up HERMES from scratch. I'm on live stream right now, so it's gonna be step by step. I have no idea how to set it up yet. I've only set up OpenClaw before, and I use Codex and Claude Code extensively. Most of the time, you only really need one of these open source harnesses, so either OpenClaw or HERMES. You can use both. Probably not necessary to spend the time to set both up. But since I'm making this tutorial on how to set up your entire memory workspace, I want to go with probably the better harness right now, which is HERMES. So I'm going to set that up in the same directory as I have my OpenClaw one. And I have 30 minutes before I have my first client meeting. If you want a one-on-one, you can join my private community. I do an intro call with all of my clients. So let's see how far we can get in 30 minutes, and hopefully we can get that done. And this is usually how you want to set these things up in real life as well, is you don't want to spend hours and hours on end on random tutorials on setup and walkthroughs. You want to time box your thing and have it done as soon as possible. You don't need everything to be perfect. You just need things to be working so you can get to that next step and get to work. Cool. That's, I think, a good intro. All right, so let's get into it. Before we talk about the entire, I have a video talking about the entire memory setup that I have in this video, and it's very involved. A lot of you guys liked it. I have, the long-term memory, wiki, a vector search, and regular markdowns as memory. And I want to kind of go through a step by step on how to replicate that workspace that I have, so that you have that second brain that actually works, and it's not just a small piece of memory. And to do that, you have to set a few things up. And the first thing is your project directory setup. And there's a few ways you can go about this, right? I like to start it off with a harness first. So let's just do this right away. Pan, you're the slots on my AI. Hey, thank you, Giraffe. Okay, so let's think about how do we set this up, right? And I'm going to set this up on my Mac Mini. Okay, so you can do this on your own computer. It doesn't matter. I already have a Mac Mini that's running my OpenClaw 24/7. I don't have to turn that computer off, so I like to run it there. But it doesn't matter. You can run it on your computer as well. So let me just clean some of my stuff up here. And yeah, so this is the codex on my Mac Mini, and I'm going to start a new task within this OpenClaw folder. And the OpenClaw folder, if you haven't seen my previous video, is essentially the directory I have all of my work in, right? So that's what you want. You want to have one giant workspace where you can have sub-repositories inside, projects inside for whatever you need. So if you're starting from scratch, it's just an empty folder for you, okay? Just pick a location on your computer. Where I like to have it is you just cd into well, okay, let me step back here, because you might not have, if you don't know how to use the terminal, that's perfectly fine. Just ask your codecs directly to create a folder in your root directory. So create a folder in your root directory, right? So you want to have a prompt like this, and it'll create that starting folder. So I already have it. It's called, for me, it's called .openclaw because I made it as that, but for yours, it can be called anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prompt this directly. I just know this. Okay, bro, I'm not even gonna read that. All right, so I'm just gonna prompt this directly. Let's set up HERMES agent into my directory. I already have OpenClaw and Codex and Claude all working within this directory. So let me know if I'll have any conflict, or we can just set it up directly. And I'm gonna use 5.6 on medium here because I don't need extreme reasoning for this. It should be pretty simple to set up HERMES, and yeah, just use fast mode. It'll be faster. I'm on the $200 a month plan, so I have a lot of tokens. If you're on the $20 a month, maybe don't use fast mode so you can save some tokens. You can do the same thing here as I'm doing within Cloud Code. Codex is just my harness of choice because I feel like it's better. Well, I know it's better than Cloud Code because of many other features I talked about in my other video. But for example, you have the ability to send messages from one chat to another, right? So from this chat, I can spawn agents that appear as other chats on my left side, and I can send messages to them. I can have a manager chat like that orchestrates the other chats, and I can have like a side chat here. I have a side chat here that also performs changes on my directory. In Claude, you have like /byteawait command, but you can't really perform changes locally. Like there's all sorts of limitations within Claude that you just don't have in Codex. So, and also Codex gives you more tokens for the same price. It's more subsidized on the subscription plan. So I definitely recommend Codex. And 5.6 Sol is pretty much as good as Fable anyway. So aside from Fable, there's just really no reason to use Claude over Codex. So this is definitely what I would recommend. Sally, you say Codex is so worth it. I know. This is like, I feel like Codex is so underrated for what it is today. I don't understand how people are not like using this over Claude. I think there's just a hype around Claude because it's like, oh, people don't know about Claude versus ChatGPT, but that's really not how it is. If you are an engineer or coder, you know what's going on. You would use Codex right now. Pan, are you still live this Sunday? Yes, I will still be live Sunday. Have you tried working with local LLMs? I have. They're not as good as these ones, the Frontier Labs ones, unless you use the open source ones through a cloud provider. Right? If you run Kimi or GLM, then they're very good. I wouldn't say they're as good as GPT 5.6 or Fable, but they're pretty up there. Like I would use them over this to save on money or tokens or speed, but the subsidy plan again with Codex is so good right now that it's just I don't really have to use those open source models yet, and also the local ones that I can run on my computer is not good enough, right? Because your computer only has like 32 gigs of RAM. It's just not good enough to store like a huge model that would be efficient. Someone said Claude has better deep thinking. It's not exactly working. It doesn't exactly work like that. It's just Fable, I would say, like on an intelligence level, might be like 10% better than GPT 5.6. I would say. Like that's like the if you have to put a number on it, that's what I would put. But it's not really relevant most of the time because you don't really need like that 10% is like if you're building a website, you're building some a piece of software, an app that everyone else already has built before. You're not really making groundbreaking discovery, that last like 10% is not relevant to you. You understand? So the price attached for Fable is not worth it because it's going to be so much more expensive and you're going to run out of tokens within a few hours, if not within 1 hour. Okay, I did one prompt, I had 30% of my token usage gone, and I'm on the max plan. So you have to understand there's other economics here aside from intelligence. And most of the time, I am using 5.6 SOL or even 5.5 sometimes. So that's the thing. Like, you have to be able to optimize which model you use. You can't just like pick random models. Okay, I'll read the chat in a second. We only have about 20 minutes left to set this up. So, okay, I think this is done. Agent Hermes is installed and working. Runtime config isolated in Hermes. Hermes added to your path. Working directory is set to OpenClaw. Existing root agents. Browser automation smoke test successfully. Hermes gateway left disabled, avoiding conflicts with OpenClaw's port, Telegram bots, and browser profile. OpenClaw codex cloud remain unchanged. One remaining step is model authentication. Hermes model. Okay. I recommend choosing OpenAI codex. Okay, you have to choose, which model you use Hermes with. And like I've been talking so far, I'm definitely going to use codex with it instead of Claude because it's more tokens, more efficient. Hermes requires its own OAuth login, even though codex is already authenticated. Then launch it with Hermes. Okay, so let's do this. So basically, it really is going to be useful for you to learn how to use the terminal if you don't know how. Even though most of the time you don't have to use it, because sometimes, for example, stuff like this, it's just good. If you press Command J, okay, Command J, like Command plus J, right? These two buttons. If you're on Windows, it's probably Control J. You can pop up the terminal directly within Codex. So here, I'm already in this directory. So CD just means change directory, right? So this means you go inside this folder called .openclaw. And we're already inside, right? If you do pwd, it shows you which directory you're inside, currently in this like terminal. So we're here, and I'm just gonna run this Hermes model. Allow. Give me 1 second, chat. I'll answer in a little bit. Let me just set this up, okay? All right, so after you run Hermes model, let's see what it says, okay? Okay, so this is basically you're choosing which model you want to use. And there's multiple cloud providers like OpenRouter, Fireworks AI, LM Studios for like open source stuff you run on your computer. Anthropic is for cloud code. You have XAI here for like the Grok. You have Quen, OpenAI, but OpenAI is the one we're gonna choose here because this is what's going to give us the most token usage for the best intelligence on a subscription plan subsidy. Okay, so here we go, OpenAI, and definitely Codex here, and it should log in with subscription. It found existing Codex CLI credentials because like I already have Codex installed. So if you don't have Codex installed, you just install it. Okay, you just install it beforehand. You can go on Google Codex, whatever, and you can just install it. Or you can tell Claude, if you already have Claude, to just install Codex through the CLI, and it's going to do it for you, okay? So here it says, already found, Hermes will create its own session to avoid conflicts. Import these credentials. Separate login is required. So let's do that. Separate login. So I'm just guessing, like, for example, if my OpenClaw's Codex authentication expires, it's not going to interfere with the Hermes authentication login. Okay, so this is just some details about how it preserves your login. Just do a separate one. Like it said there, I just press yes and it's fine. So Hermes model here, you can choose which one you want. Now, this is where I'm a little bit careful. Like you would want to use 5.6 SOL, right? That's like your default probably thinking, but I am tempted to use 5.5 here. And from experience, 5.5 has been smarter than 5.6 for me. Terra, okay? But 5.6 Terra is like a lot faster. So there's a utility in that. And 5.6 Sol is the most intelligent one, but it also just burns a lot of tokens. So I'm going to start with 5.6 Sol, and if I see it burns too much of my tokens, I'm going to switch it to 5.5 because most likely it's just I don't need it to be 5.6 since it's like a assistant type of thing, right? I'm not going to be performing like huge coding tasks through my Hermes agent. I'm going to use Codex directly for that. So okay, so now it says credentials imported and Hermes will keep working independently on its own session. And now we're using GPT 5.6 Sol via the subscription OpenAI Codex that I already had because I had a subscription plan with them. All right, does everything here make sense so far? If it doesn't, please let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or leave a comment below if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever, and I will get to it within one day. Cool. Let me take a break right now and answer some questions from the chat. If I did have 128 gigs of RAM, would they still not be worth it? It would be more worth it. You know what I mean? It's a spectrum. Like the more RAM you have, like the better model you'll be able to run on your computer, and the more intelligent it'll be. But will it be as intelligent as GPT 5.6 or even like Claude Opus 4.8? No, it won't be. 128, I don't think that's enough. You would need like, I don't know, like 300 gigs of RAM or some shit to like run let's look this up. How many gig of RAM to run Kimi, what is it called, K3? The latest. Okay, never mind. Yo, you need 1.4 terabyte to 2.8 terabyte of aggregate RAM VRAM. So yeah, you're not running this shit, buddy. Just forget about it, okay? You can run local models that are less good, but you know what I mean? Like you might as well just use the $200 a month plan from Codex. Giraffe says I use Auto. Auto's good. Himiko says, Pan, this might be a stupid question since I'm not a coder nor a big tech guy. I'm in finance and investments and I use AI daily. There's not stupid questions. I have people in my private community right now, school, that have a finance and consulting background, not coding background. I'm currently on Claude Max. Do you think it's worth to switch to Codex if I have my workflow already centered around Claude? I would say it's only worth it to switch to Codex if you find yourself running out of credits when you're using Claude Max. So I'm guessing you're probably using Claude Opus 4.8 modes most of the time, because if you were using Fable, you're definitely running out of credits. Even on the Max plan, like probably 1 week you're out of credits, right? So yeah, if you're running out of credits, switch. If you're not, then just keep going. And also when you say I have most of my workflows centered around Claude, that's exactly the problem we're trying to tackle. Is you should have a workspace that is pretty much agnostic to what model you're using. It shouldn't be a problem for you to switch around. For example, I use both Codex and Claude within the same workspace, right? So these workflows that you have, I would guess that they're not really centered around Claude. You might have some Claude skills. Those Claude skills, you can easily transfer them to Codex, right? What else is specific to Claude? Probably not that much in your workflows. So I would say stick with Claude unless you run out of tokens very often and your subscription plan is not enough. So I like to be very practical. You cannot have everything perfect. The goal is to be practical, move forward so you can get the job done, so you can get your clients, you can make your money or do your job, right? So even here, Hermes, right? We have, okay, let me just finish the questions here. Codex Computer. Yeah, Codex Computer Use is amazing, and it has like what's it called? Like a preview of the screen that Codex is using, right? So you can look at the preview. Like I might run an example at some other time. You don't have that in Claude, okay? You can't see the preview of your computer that Claude is using while you're running it, right? This is amazing. What are the use cases for using these harnesses tools like OpenClaw and Hermes? OpenClaw Hermes is mostly for assistant. I'll give you an example. Right now in my team, I work within Discord, and I have my OpenClaw in Discord, and you can see my main editor is now a lot of times just editing through my OpenClaw. Okay, she's probably also making edits somewhere. I don't want to bring down whatever she's doing. She's amazing. Okay, my editor Viv, she's amazing. She edits on her own, and she also uses AI to edit. And the video is not generated. Okay, we're not trying to do AI generated content here. It's real, like me, authentic content from a live stream, but clipped with the help of AI. So you see here, like OpenClaw is literally working with like this. ASD is making thumbnails from my OpenClaw, and then Viv is making clips and titles and videos. So there's a lot of use cases for this. Yeah, one last question. Himiko says, what about memory? I mean, memory and preference for financial modeling, and yeah, mostly using Opus 4.8. Yeah, what about memory? What do you mean by what about memory? Preference or preference for financial modeling? What exactly about memory, Himiko? You're saying like you want your AI to remember stuff about you? Again, that's if that's what your question is, I will refer you to this video. Okay, this why my AI. Okay, just ignore the. Let me post it in the chat here. Himiko, I recommend you to watch this video. I go through the entire setup, my entire setup, where I have the memory. All of my agents have the same memory. They can all remember shit about me that the other agents know. So you have to set up your workspace so that your memory can be memorized. Okay, but I won't go too deep in depth that right now because we have a client meeting at 5:30 and I have to finish this right now. Okay, so it says we already have a Hermes set up. Okay, so now once this says it's set up, now my question is, what exactly have we set up? Okay, finished. Okay, actually it says to run this. Okay, to launch it. Well, let's try it. Let's launch this. So you just use this command Hermes to run it. So now this is Hermes in the CLI. Okay, let's just try hi. So okay, you can see here available skills: Apple Notes, Apple Reminders, Find My iMessage. So it says it has skills to my iMessage. Can you send a message? Hello to Daniel Nguyen in my iMessage. This is my roommate. Let's see if it can send a message to him. If it says it has this skill, I feel like it may not have it. Creative, okay, it has some built-in creative skills like cloud design. If you ask control for your computer, just do it, just allow it. It's fine. It's not gonna do anything crazy unless you're prompting crazy, right? This is a very safe prompt. There should be no problem. Okay, emailing, it uses something called Himalaya, and it has computer use. And so computer use just means it can use your computer, like open Chrome. Oh, hey, shout out to Hermes. It actually censored his phone number. I almost leaked it right here. And Viv, if you're watching this part, please censor that little part. But okay, so it says, let me. Okay, so it says, W Hermes, man, it actually censored the phone number. So it says it sent hello. Let me confirm if that actually did send, okay? I don't think it sent. I don't see it. So I don't think this part worked, but this is not that relevant. So we're gonna skip past this. The important part is we want the most useful stuff first. And most useful stuff is Gmail, Google Drive, Telegram, or Discord. Okay, so you want to have a communication methods with Hermes. That way, even when I walk away from my computer, I can talk to it via my phone, right? And when you want to talk to it via your phone, it could be iMessage, but most of the time it's gonna just run better especially if you're on Windows, you don't even have iMessage. So just set it up with either Telegram or Discord. I recommend Discord. I first set it up with Telegram, but now I do Discord. It's just better because you can spawn threads, meaning you can start new chat sessions a lot easier within Discord. On Telegram, you have to create a new chat, a new agent every time. It's just annoying. So let's have this set up with Discord. Can you, so now, right, we have this set up, right? Codex has installed agent, Hermes agent into my proper workspace, and I made sure that it's not, messing up my existing files that I have here. So we can look at the reasoning here, right? It says Hermes natively reads the repo's existing agents.md. So that's perfect because my existing agents.md is already routing to my second brain, wiki, and all that stuff that I have in, which we're gonna talk about in a next video, right? This is just to install Hermes. So this is perfect. So first of all, I'm gonna run, I have Codex running. Sorry, I have Hermes running successfully. Now, what should I do next? What do I need to explore? Is there a UI or special features? So I know for a fact that there's a UI, there's a Kanban board you can use, and there's a automatic learning skill that it can also use. So I want to make sure those things are set up out the box. And after that, we want Hermes to be set up with my Discord and my Drive, Google Drive. And right from there, it's going to be useful, right? Because at that point, I can have it set up in my Discord where I have my other coworkers, right? My main editor, my thumbnail editor, and then they can work with my Hermes and download videos like this live stream, this VOD. They can cut this video, they can put a thumbnail to it, put a title to it, or make a project. So I have another project which is like researching AI news to get those updates like as soon as possible, right? I don't want to spend my time doom scrolling on Twitter for bullshit headlines when I could have a way to have curated information. And if you join my community, I'm going to start posting those research notes inside my community as well, and update there over time. So if you're in my community right now and you're watching this, when I start posting that, you can literally thumbs up that post to make it to make it better or worse, right? Like I'll make my agent like learn from that. But that's besides the point. The point I'm trying to make is you have to be very careful about what exactly are you trying to achieve here, right? If you're trying to set up Hermes in your workspace, what is the most useful thing you can get as like your first step? Because I can spend hours in here just setting up Hermes, right? Oh, let me set up this skill. Let me make sure I can send iMessages. Let me make sure I can send. I can do like a design skill. Like, it's just useless stuff that it's not gonna help you right away. You need to prioritize what is going to help you right away. For me, that is Google Drive and Discord. So that's what I'm going to look up right now. How can we set up Google Drive and Discord integration? So I'm just going to ask, so once you have Hermes running, right, just ask Hermes itself. So it should be able to do it on its own, okay? And it's going to need you for stuff like authentication. And authentication stuff is where you might have to be a bit careful. It can integrate with OAuth, which just means it pops up the browser and then you just log in directly, right? That's very safe. But sometimes it might need like an API token, like some sort of password. And that's when you have to be a bit more careful. Those passwords, you don't want to give it directly to your agent. You want to store them. If you're on Mac, you can do your Mac OS keychain, right? So you can just tell your agent directly, how do I store something in my Mac OS keychain? And then it's going to give you like a command or something. And you can probably just run that command to save your password. Or you can put it like in a .env file somewhere in your directory, and you just give that path, right? So it's like, /user/.env secrets, and you give that path to your agent and you say, don't read the file, but my password is inside, and just use the variable, right? But that's like a bit less safe. I would recommend using the macOS keychain if you have that. All right, let me answer some questions from the chat before What's good, iClock Toilet? What's good, YRG? You went from a 10x programmer to a Vibecoder. Yeah, I went from a 10x programmer to a 1000x programmer right now. If you are a programmer, right? If you have a software engineer background, computer science background, and you're not leveraging these AI tools like I am, then I don't want to be, like fear monger or some bullshit like that. But like, I think you should be excited to do this, because if you were a 10x engineer before, this is gonna make you 100x. You understand? That's the difference. Like, I feel like that's the difference between me and my coworkers right now, and that's not because I'm smarter than them, or that's not because I'm better than them. It's just because I know, I took the proactiveness to use these tools. So it's up to you. How are you remoting to your Mac Mini? I'm using Tailscale. What's good, Azzy? I was showing your thumbnails earlier. There's a difference between using agents to help in switching from program to teaching people how to use an LLM. No, that's not exactly what's not happening. You are lost, my friend. I'm only excited because it's subsidized. Also, Himiko, did I answer your question earlier? I think. Okay, she said, or he said they're gonna watch the video. That's fine. Yo, I just started my new job. Hey, congrats, toilets. Chat, we have 4 minutes before we have to go on the meeting. So let me look at this real quick. All right, so I asked my Hermes to set up Google Drive and Discord, right? So, so it says both are not configured for. Yo, YRG, thank you for the sub, bro. I appreciate you, man. I have not had a sub in a while. Thank you, man. Sorry for being me. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, it's all good, man. I'm just trying to let you understand what's what's happening. I just want the old devlogs, but this is a devlog. That's what you don't understand. This is the devlog of today. So I don't know why you're not excited for this. Google Cloud. Okay, so this is a part where it's a little bit more complicated, and I will have to do this part after my meetings because it's gonna start in 3 minutes. Okay, I don't think I'll have enough time to do this, but it's a valuable thing. Like I did this part during my setup for OpenClaw. Essentially, you have to go inside your Google Cloud Console, which is a platform from within Google, and get your credentials from there directly. And there's going to be a client secret, so it's kind of like a password, and you're gonna have to use that password for your agent, so that your agent can actually use your Google Drive or your Gmail and stuff like this, right? So within Codex and Claude, they make this easier for you, right? They have stuff like connectors, right? Claude is connectors. In Codex, I think it's not connections. This is for my other computers. I think it's called plugins. Yeah, so you see, you can like directly OAuth authenticate with like Google Spreadsheets, Google Documents, and you don't have to do like this secret stuff. But I think it's very valuable for you to learn how to do this, because Codex and Claude is not going to have a built-in connector for every single platform that you need to use, and a lot of times you're going to have to use a token. I just want the skits, bro. I stopped doing skits a while ago, man. Go watch Cluely for skits. They got the torch, man. They're the new gen. The new gen are doing skits. I'm too old to be doing skits anymore. We got Alan today. Not Alan today. Today is intro for 2 new clients. It's Ben and Victor. I'll watch the videos first. Okay, no worries. And let me know, Himiko, the feedback. You can join my Discord. The Discord is free, so the community is paid. Yeah. I would rather you join the community. Please join the community. All right. Chat, I need 6 new members in the community to reach like the school. Like the school has like a competition thing going on. So you get kicked out of like some group if you don't reach like a certain number count. And I think I'm missing it by 6 members by August 1st. I need 6 new members by August 1st. So if you're interested in a private call or help, and we have all the clients here in the network that can help you out and share information, please join the community. I would super appreciate it, and also it will be super useful for you. Okay, I have a classroom here. I just revamped my entire classroom, so I have like a full-on tutorial here, how to do stuff, how to build an agent, and how to do your memory workspace. Thank you, Azzy. I've got an old MacBook M1. Yes. If you have an old MacBook, definitely use it for your OpenClaw as a Mac Mini. That way you can just keep it running 24/7. Okay, chat, it's now meeting time. I have to go to the meeting with Ben. And let me see. Yeah, someone from my community just said these thumbnails are frying me. Yo, shout out to Azzy for the thumbnails, man. Dude, I didn't even see some of these. Like this is like crazy. All right, let me get into the meeting. We have weekly live calls, chat, every Sunday. So I will be live streaming every Sunday, including this one. All right, I'll be right back, chat. Meeting time. Yo, Benjamin.
Yeah, what's up?
Hello, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for taking this intro call on short notice. I would love to have an introduction from you, if that's possible.
Yeah, I just want to start off, like, if you don't mind, I would prefer not to, like, I don't know, publicly post this. I mean, it's fine to, like, use the notes, but I'm just more of a private person.
Okay, that's
Just
fine.
personal
Yeah.
preference. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you don't want me to post this at all, or is it okay if I keep streaming? Because I currently I'm live streaming, and I can just not repost the video after, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead, Ben. You can introduce yourself.
Yeah, so currently a student, you know, not, I feel like a lot of people I meet are industry professionals or ex-industry professionals, but been using ChatGPT Claude for a while now, probably say a year and a half casually, but kind of, explored the more technical side starting about half a year ago, doing Claude code in the terminal, exploring custom skills, Claude MD, et cetera, until I've gone now. So
Okay.
yeah, pretty much that. No, nothing too crazy. Don't have a software background. Typical Asian kid, did some math competitions, but didn't really do much coding. So
okay. What are you studying right now?
I mean, right now it's applied math and electrical engineering, but planning to switch it, or potentially planning to switch it to CS as applied math, but I don't know.
Okay.
Not sure yet.
Yeah, I think math and EECS is probably the most valuable major right now. So if you like what you're doing right now, I would probably not switch. If this was a few years ago, I would say CS, but it's a lot of things regarding CS you can learn on your own. Just like how you're doing now, joining these communities, this is exactly how you should learn it. And with that math and you said electric engineering, right?
Yeah.
Electrical engineer. Okay, yeah. So with that sort of diploma, you can get any job that a CS student would get. It's very good. So if you enjoy it, I would just say keep going. CS would probably be an easier major, but it would be stuff you can learn on your own, especially with that background of math and EECS. Then, sorry, EE. I keep saying EECS, but it's just EE. And okay, you said you're mostly using ChatGPT and Claude Code in the terminal recently, and you dabbled with Skills and Claude.md. So, are you currently working on any specific project or internship?
No, at least not in terms of Claude. No.
Okay.
Software engineering.
Okay.
But I mean, part of it is just I do stuff and then I find how should I say this? I like to refine my workflow a lot, maybe a little bit too much. So
okay. Yeah.
I've just been doing that a lot.
I know what you mean.
A lot of reading, a lot of content, not so much building,
Okay.
I tried that a bit, but before it was definitely at the point where didn't know what I was doing, my routing, my file setup was kind of trash.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty bad. I had to scrap all of that. And but now I think it's at a point where I could build if I wanted to, but there's still some things I want to iron out. And I'm actually, I guess, not sure if this counts as a project, but I'm trying to get the little hub for my, I guess, all my activities, like route in my Google Calendar, set up a Notion, have it go through my emails, kind of all that stuff. I mean, that was started a couple days ago. So,
Okay. Um, cool. So you were the person who said you set up the ICM architecture, right?
yeah,
Okay, cool. Okay,
that's right.
that's very good. Yeah. Uh, I I would say like this habit of trying to optimize your workspace is I can relate to that. But okay, before like you think about that, I would say like you need to define your goal, right? So do you want to make something right now, like a specific project, or is it just like you're happy with just like pure learning? So that's the part you have to be honest with yourself with.
Um, I think like right now, I mean, as in like the present, I'm been happy with learning. I am fine with it, but like near future, week or two from now, I would like to start on something kind of like with a much bigger horizon.
Okay. So would you say your goal right now is like, do you eventually want to apply for these like bigger companies, like a specific like big tech or quant, or do you want to like make a project on your own, like do a business on your own or startup? Do you know like that general direction you're trying to focus in?
Um, no, not exactly. I mean,
Okay, that's okay.
I
Yeah,
yeah.
that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You're a student right now, so it's the perfect time to learn and figure these things out. I would say since you don't know exactly your goal, then this is exactly what you should be doing is just trying to learn as much as possible and see what you're most interested in. And I will tell you right now, these skills that you're learning about like agentic workspace, how to set up your workspace properly so you have like the proper memory for your agents and how to build agents themselves and what's like a useful agent to build for businesses or companies. All of this is like the most in demand skill right now in the market, right? So if I were you, I would probably try to go towards that first project, like something you can demo to people. And I would say like your current workspace, if you have set up the whole ICM architecture and you're capable of explaining that properly, that already shows a lot. So do you feel like you can do that? Like, could you, for example, explain that to me, like how your ICM architecture works, or if you can like share, your screen and you can show me the workspace, if only if you want to. Um, does that make sense?
Yeah, that's something I've been working on last week, especially because I've been doing a lot of building, but
Mm-hmm.
I tried to explain it, like obviously try to explain things to myself, see if I
Mm-hmm.
understand it, and hit a couple like roadblocks here and there. So a lot of it recently has been like, I guess like manually auditing what I have and trying to understand it. And I don't think I can like, you know, give a whole presentation on it and
Yeah,
know
that's fine.
100% what I'm talking about, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, yeah,
Still like,
yeah.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I feel like I see a reoccurring pattern for you is I feel like you feel like you need to be perfect before you can like do the next step. Like you tell me like you're still optimizing this workspace, you're understanding a lot more, but you feel like it's still a little bit more you have to do. But I will tell you right now, Benjamin, the fact that you have an ICM architecture set up and you understand, let's say, 70% of it, you are ahead of like 95% of people. You understand? Like you are more than ready to start building your first project. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Ben. Like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And one more thing about this is like, right, like all of these like agentic architecture stuff is very new, and you don't. So here's the thing: is that you don't know what's perfect. Like you cannot know for sure that, oh, if you know everything about ICM architecture, then you're like an expert. Like that's not how it works, because there's not even a guarantee that ICM architecture is going to be the thing that works a year from now, right? Because everything is like evolving so fast. And for people watching, ICM architecture is essentially like a workspace where you base your agentic framework on like folders and prompts. So you set up your directory with folders and prompts properly, so that any agents you use within that directory will work, right? And that's kind of how I have my thing set up as well. It's a little bit different details here and there, but I'm not too worried about the optimizations for those parts, because like I said, you don't know what's exactly going to be the best thing a year from now. Like it's just too hard to like predict. So the best thing you can do is just right now what you have, like if you have 70%, 80% of like, okay, this seems like it's working pretty well for me, like 70, 80% there, then I wouldn't get too stuck up on trying to finish that last like few percentage and trying to like squeeze out those optimizations. Unless it's like you're really just trying to learn and you're curious, that's perfectly fine. But if you have a project that you think, oh, this project could be interesting to work on this project, then I would say you should focus on that project instead of optimizing your workspace. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So would you say there is there something that you're thinking of working on, or something of interest, or is mostly the workspace that you're working on currently?
I was thinking about kind of, at least this would be something kind of like I build it for myself and then kind of transition it into like an actual project, right?
Mm-hmm.
But something like, I know you have your, what is it called, like Bot? It's like
Yeah.
kind of like a personal
Yeah.
assistant kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I've been needing, like I'm just one of those people who like really kind of struggles with like managing their calendar and all that shit. So
that's perfect. There we go.
So I'm just trying to start out like wire in the Notion, link in the Google Calendar and both my student and personal emails, just trying to do that. So, I mean, I guess that works, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. We identified a problem. So a lot of times when you work on a project, the best way to do it is to find a problem of your own, and because you're the actual user of this product and you can build it the best. So the thing you just said is perfect. You need something to help. It's almost like an assistant, right? They can manage your calendars, can tell you what's going on. If you have a lot of stuff for this week, like what you should prioritize, right? Stuff like that. This is exactly what, like, for example, HERMES agent or OpenClaw is like best for right now, I would say. So have you tried like, I don't know, installing like HERMES or OpenClaw, something like that?
No, because like I've heard of it and I've like
Mm-hmm.
researched it. I know how it works, but
Okay.
I haven't like installed any of it because it's just like too many things on the plate, I think.
Yeah, that's perfectly
that
fine. Yeah. Cool. Can you tell me how Hermes agent works? This is not a test or anything like that. I'm just like, I'm curious to see like your understanding.
Yeah, so my understanding is it's very similar to OpenClaw, but it's different. There's like OpenClaw's creator got hired by OpenAI, so it's not really updated. But I guess the main differentiator is that it has like a memory system. It has like I think the base is like just a simple markdown system, but you can also wire in different sorts of like solutions for your memory. And what it does is kind of like a fully autonomous agent that like you give it a goal, it tries to complete the goal. If it has any issues completing this goal or it takes too many iterations to complete the goal, then it like basically self-audits itself and tries to fix it. It's supposed to be like a self-learning kind of agent.
Okay. Yeah, that is correct. So before we so thank you for that. Like before we dig deeper into Hermes, I want to make sure like this makes sense for you for like your specific problem. Like when you said like help managing calendar, are you able to like pinpoint a very specific problem? Like, is it you're forgetting that I don't know, you have like certain classes or certain homeworks you have to do, certain assignments? Like, can you pinpoint that exact like user journey that you would want improved?
Yeah, so to this is obviously like not a global experience, but just for me,
For
like
you, yeah, just for you.
to walk through my experience, like a lot of the times I will, schedule a meeting online through some website, and then I'll like get the email confirmation and tell myself because I'm probably in the middle of completing a variety of different tasks. So I tell myself I'll add it in the calendar, make sure it's in the calendar like
Okay.
later, but that usually never happens. And so like it's not like I forget, but it's like I want it to be in the calendar because I do check my calendar, and then
Mm-hmm.
when I will just remember I forgot to do it in my calendar, and it's just a lot of disorganization. And
Okay.
it's the solution for that.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. Let me ask you a question then. Is the reason you forget to put it into your calendar because you feel like when you get that meeting time, it's like too much work to like go ahead and find a place to put it, or is it like you don't know where exactly you would put it in your calendar, so you don't even do it in the like on the first hand? Like, can you pinpoint the exact reason why you don't put it in?
Yeah, it's a bit like of a hassle, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
like even the easiest way is like I know Google Gemini can do it for you directly, but you have to like paste in the details, and then sometimes it gets it wrong, and sometimes like it doesn't populate the right section, and then so it's just like a, a big task. It's not like just like put my clothes in the laundry bag. It's
Right,
more of
right.
like a clean the kitchen kind of task where it's like you'd be like, oh, I'm in the middle of this, I'll go do that. Like cut
So,
out time for that later.
right, and when you say Gemini, like, do you mean you tried to like Gemini on the browser, like just like a chat, or?
Yeah. So one of my friends told me like you can if you just like go to Gemini on the browser, it can actually just like add shit to your Google Calendar if you like paste in the details. But
Okay,
um, to my experience, it's just like you can get it wrong. It can like not fully populate the information, which is a bit annoying.
okay, and then let me ask you this: these meetings that you're trying to schedule, usually where do you get them from? Like, is it on some random website or like a specific place reoccurring?
Um, it varies, but like the idea here, like the idea, I guess for me is that like usually, like I would say 95% plus, like send it like email confirmation either to my school or my personal email. So just like grab the detail, like pull the details from there, and then populate my calendar automatically, like based
Mm,
on, obviously like what type of meeting it is.
yeah,
Like is it like homework? Is it a meeting? Is it a
yeah.
like etc.
Yeah, so okay, based on what you just said to me, like I would encourage you to try to set up Hermes and just have this specific flow done because this is like perfect for that. And I'll give you an example. Let me share my screen. Um, I use OpenClaw. Like I was literally setting up Hermes before this, but it's the same, same thing for this specific task. It doesn't matter if OpenClaw Hermes. You can also set this up within Codex or um, Claude, but this is usually like the task you want like an assistant to be. And I separate like assistant task, like administrative, like emailing, uh, you know, uh, like sending a calendar stuff. I usually use my OpenClaw for that. And for anything that's more technical and complicated, I use Codex or Claude because I don't want to like bloat my schedules and automations within Codex with like random emailing stuff. So I'll give you an example. My OpenClaw has a automation where it after every meeting I have, okay, it gets all the information about the meeting, like the recording, the Google Docs summary that was generated by Gemini, and then it performs another summary of all of that and posts it within my school community. So that's how every single person, after I have a meeting with them, they have a summary of them, and it also posted within the classroom where it has all the past client meetings that anyone can go and look at, right? So, and this is like the type of automation that's very similar to what you described. Is you want something that is that interacts with the calendar, right? So this interacts with my calendar. OpenClaw looks at my calendar, right? This meeting that I have here. Once it's done, Gemini it creates this thing, right? See, it creates these artifacts like the Gemini summary and the recording of it. So OpenClaw is able to see this, get all of this stuff, summarize the entire thing, and then open school and post it there, right? So this is like, does this relate to you? Like for you, it would be like an email, right? It would just look at your email or look at your calendar first or your email first and then make changes on either side, right? Or it could be like you see something in your email and it's like, oh yeah, maybe we should meet with this person for this group project. And then instead of having to open your calendar and find, where exactly should I put this meeting and what's going on, you can just open your messaging app of choice, right? So let's say most of the time you use Discord, most of the time you use Telegram. It can connect to either one. You just send a message, say, look at last email and find right place on calendar to put it. That's it. You just have to put this. You can probably send a even shorter message if you create like a skill for this, since if it's a recurring pattern, and it will just go ahead and find the correct thing in your email and find a spot on your calendar and put it. Does that make sense? Would that be helpful, do you think?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That
Yeah?
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I think if I were you, like, this is exactly like the way you start doing projects is you do things that solve your own problem. That way it's like there's actually like real impact, right? If you make something random and you don't know who is going to use it, maybe someone, maybe zero, then it's like a shot in the dark. But if you use this, I guarantee you, as much as we like to be unique, nobody's unique, okay? There's someone else is going to have the same problem. And I have the same problem, right? So this proves you are not the only problem the person that has this problem. And if you're able to make this work for you, then the next step is, how do I scale this so I can like let someone else use this? Then it becomes a product, right? That you can like potentially like sell or advertise to others, but you don't even have to worry about all of that, right? I'm just telling you the first step is it needs to solve something for you. And so that's why if you move beyond the workspace memory setup, from this conversation we just had, I would recommend you to try out to get this automation done, and done in a way where it's useful for you. Okay, it can't just be some theory. It can't just be like, oh, I understand this word. You have to get it working so that it's actually useful for you. Okay, if it's not useful, then like throw it in the trash, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Do
That makes
you
sense.
think you would try this? Do you think this is like a good enough thing for you to try next, or are there other stuff
Yeah.
that you?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm telling you, Ben, like if you're able to get this working like in a useful way, not only is it useful for you, but in every future meetings you have, like interviews with companies, internships, you can tell them, hey, look at me. I have my entire workspace memory set up, and I have an automation done for myself that I use every week. Like if you're able to say that sentence, then it demonstrates you had the curiosity to go through the setup, you're technical, and you solved like an actual pain point that you had, right? It's not just some like random project. So if you're able to get this working, it's good for you, and it's good for you long term if you have job interviews and whatever else. Is it, I'm hoping that is good enough to motivate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Ben, we're at our time. But is there any other questions you have for me?
Yeah. Just like a quick question on your is your school experience,
Yeah,
because I know I'm not sure what major you were before, but you switched to like CS,
yeah,
and then like things went well for me from there, like X Meta, X Tesla.
yeah,
But what would you recommend? Because like I'm thinking about switching, maybe like at minimum, take CS classes, but like
yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. Like I guess like how do you approach it? And then like quick after that, like I ask everyone this, like what book recs do you have if you have any?
Cool. Okay. For book recs, okay, let me answer the first question. Uh, like I said before, I think if you enjoy your current program of math and electrical engineering, I would not switch because math and electrical engineering is an extremely solid foundation. Okay, and any company that is hiring for CS roles will also like for that same role, they will also accept people who have math or double E backgrounds. You understand? So for your job opportunities in the future, you are good. Now for learning, I think you are also good because when you take like you can just take classes, like just take the most important classes from computer science. So that's stuff like operating systems, networking, data structures, algorithms, distributed systems. That's everything I can think of right now. I think those are the pretty much the most important classes. So I would just take those from CS and keep going with your current major. And then do stuff on the side, like what you're doing right now, like building your agents on the side and building some software, some projects on the side. That's exactly what I would do. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah. So you can perfectly apply to software engineering jobs if you're electrical engineering and math. Like that's like you're good. Like if I'm the interviewer working at a company, I look at your background and it's a software engineer position. Like you're good. Like you don't have to worry about not being written in computer science. And then book recommendation. Shit. That's a hard one for me. I don't read that many books to be honest. I will give you, I will give you I'll give you a good one. The Art of the Deal. A lot of people think this one's a meme, but I think it's a great book. It's a Trump's book, and he in that book he talks about how he makes deals, and this is the important part about life. Everything is a deal. Okay, when you get a job, when you work on a project, when you sell something, everything's a deal. So you have to learn how to make deals with other people and negotiate and have relationships and all these things. Okay, so there's my recommendation. Have you read that
okay.
book?
No, I haven't. I've heard of it though. Yeah,
Okay, cool. All right, Ben. I hope this was this good for you. Any feedback?
yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Great.
Perfect.
I have the weekly group sessions on Sunday regardless, so feel free to come. I would be happy to see, if you have any other questions or, anything else pops up between now and then. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Talk to you later, Ben. See ya.
Yeah.
All right, chat. How was that? We have another meeting in 1 minute. Let me look at the chat. Do you have it connected to your personal Google account? Yes. What's the difference between Hermes OpenClaw, ChatGPT Work, Cowork? Oh my God, I don't have enough time to answer this. But Hermes OpenClaw is pretty much the same. ChatGPT Work and Cloud Cowork, don't use that. Just use Codex or Cloud Code. What are we working on? We have client meetings. One more client meeting, and then we're done. School is losing its value more every year. Yeah, it really is. Can anyone be smart enough to be electrical engineer major and succeed? Only way to find out is to try, my friend. I think there's really no risk. School, take like a class or something. If you've ran your school, can you give us dating advice? Yes, I can, bro. Please join. All right. Time for the next meeting. I've been watching K-dramas at the office. This guy, bro. Which one? Have you seen Mr. Kim, Agent Kim reactivated? All right, here we go. Last meeting of the day. All right, meeting with. Oh, is this? Meeting with Greg. Hello,
Yo,
Greg.
what's up?
How you doing, man?
Hey man, you can hear me all right?
Yep,
What's up, man? Thanks for taking that call, man.
of course, man. Thanks for coming to the intro. Shit, I would love an introduction from you. Start this off.
Yeah, are you recording this? I was just curious. I don't know if
Yeah,
I need to. You
yeah,
are
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You
I'm
sent me
I'm
the.
live right now. I will send you the whole summary and recording right after in the community.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. That's all I need. Yo, so I'm Greg. Um, I joined your community because I want some guidance with AI and steps I'm taking to just improve my circumstances in my life moving forward. I've got
Okay.
a bunch of different domains I've been working on. So I work professionally in IT.
Okay.
Um, lower level. Been at my company for like just over 6 months now, or around 6 months,
Okay.
and I'm trying to implement AI into the job aspect of things personally, just to keep me more productive. Make sure I continually learning. Uh,
Okay.
Also, entrepreneurial ventures. I'm looking into what it would look like to start like a AI consulting agency
Okay.
with actually one of my coworkers. We've been talking about it a lot, and I'm just I'm just trying to gather more information from people like you and stuff like that.
Cool. Cool.
Anything you'd like to hear about?
Yeah, that's great. I think yeah, this is you're in the right place for it, and currently you're working in IT. I think you also have a great leverage there because you can apply some of these skills at your work like immediately and test out like on projects. Does your company give you any like tokens subsidy for like Claude or Codex?
No, but I mean I
No.
pay for
Okay.
subscription.
Okay, that's fine.
We do get API access.
Okay.
So like I'm like I can't do it personally, but we've experimented with building tools for work that have been pretty successful so far. We're automating procedures, just like manual shit that nobody wants to do anymore.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Okay.
so I'm not fresh. I by no means I'm trying to say like I'm an AI expert, but I'm not
Yeah.
like a newbie.
Mhm.
I've done a little bit, and I'm definitely looking to learn more.
Mhm.
I can tell you a little bit about what we've done
Yeah, that'd be
so
great.
far. So we've built a couple of custom MCP servers for our PSA tool, our RMM, which is a remote monitoring software we use to monitor endpoints across networks that we manage.
Okay.
And we're able to use our subscription to like ChatGPT or Claude. It doesn't even matter; it's tool agnostic to
Okay.
pull information from these tools, and it kind of allows Claude to like the issue we run into with Claude or ChatGPT is it doesn't know what we're talking about, so it'll
Okay.
hallucinate or it'll assume things. We're essentially bridging the gap between Claude and ChatGPT or whatever agent you're using, and all the knowledge that it needs to know to solve these issues. So we're giving it the tools to go and search these APIs, query the API, gather information, run scripts even on some of the endpoints because that's what our tools are capable of.
Mhm.
It's been pretty successful. We've had a couple of our agents solve tickets end to end and like update ticket notes, fix problems. It's kind of like right now it's more of like a human in the loop situation. I don't even know if we're ever going to get to a point where we're just going to send agents free into these environments because it is kind of high stakes, or can be. Um,
Okay.
I mean, have you done much with MCP?
Yeah, yeah. So is your agent right now connected through MP? Like, what is the interface to like sort of talk with your agent to that's doing this work?
Yeah, so it would just be your chatbot.
Okay. So you would use like Claude. So you would use like let's say Claude, and then you connect to MCP that's connected to your agent that's deployed on cloud.
Nope, it's
Okay.
literally the agent is your chatbot, and it's
I
just
see. I
it's
see.
like a connector. You can connect Claude to Google Docs or Google Drive,
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just like that. We've just built the MCP layer, and then it, you know,
Okay.
yeah, we there's a little bit is it goes deeper into the architecture that I actually didn't even fully build it myself
Mm-hmm.
or like at all. I understand the concept behind it, but it's actually my coworker who's like more senior level than me, and he's implemented most of it. But I use the tools and I'm building workflows around it. I understand how it works. Maybe not as I mean, I don't have as much of a coding background or software development background as he does, but
Mm-hmm.
he's we've implemented role-based access control. It's a multi-tenant system,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
stuff like that. I'm not. Yeah, that's one of the ventures we've kind of done. Now, as far as I don't know. I mean, do you have any questions about it? I mean,
Yeah, I think that sounds good. It seems like to me you have like sort of built some sort of agent that connects to your Claude with through MCP, and then you're
mhm,
familiar with these tools. Um,
yeah.
then my question is like, what is your current like bottleneck or issue that you're encountering?
So yeah, honestly, it's just I'm trying to look into like with that coworker, we're buddies.
Mm,
We're looking into possibly starting AI consulting on the side. We know a little bit, and there's a lot more to know. And honestly, it's just like we don't know what we don't know. And a lot of these businesses, like, we look into like, is the tool that we've already built even valuable to them? Because
mm-hmm.
for us, this tool that we already have is really good at pulling information from multiple systems and kind of like centralizing your access point, so you don't have to go clicking around a GUI all day
Okay.
long just to gather information. And then there's constant context switching that kind of hinders your problem solving ability.
Okay.
So like, we're trying to figure out like whether that's even the most useful thing to sell to people, or whether we should just go down a different avenue entirely.
Okay, and I think step back here a bit. I'm not sure if I fully understand like the agent that you built, like what it does. I'll give an example, like to
Mhm.
understand like the value from it. Like right now, I'm building a data access agent for this big tech company, and I know for a fact this one's valuable because previously there was like a whole team performing data access. So there would be someone who wants like, oh, I need access to this specific SQL table in our data lake. Can I get access to this? And then they will have to create a Jira ticket, and they will have someone else from like this other team will have to come and be like, why do you need access to this table? Let me go look. Actually, maybe there's a better table that provides less data, that's least permissible. That would be better for you. And they have to go like, look into like another platform for documentation about other tables, and then suggest changes, or just say, okay, this is actually fine. Let me provide the access for you, right? So like this is like there's like a human in the loop here that is performing this on like an on-call rotation. Now with the actual agent, there's no need for this person anymore. Like the agent will be performing the data discovery, so looking at the other possible tables that could be a better fit, and then suggesting this to the user who's requesting. And then the agent would also look into the permission systems to make sure that okay, who's the owner of this permission? We have to make sure that that person confirms we can give this access to. So it's basically doing the job that the human was doing before, right? And then it provides the access for them. It creates the Jira ticket. Like
Yeah.
it does all this stuff. So I guess in that way, I know, like I can know for a fact this is like saving like multiple hours for this previous team. They don't even have to do that on-call rotation anymore because the agent can just do that, right? So when you like, I guess you can think about it as like the offer you're providing for for these people is like, I'm gonna save you at least 5 hours per week, right? I say 5 hours per week, like especially if they're like a business owner, a small medium business owner even, like their per hour value is like, I don't know, like at least like 1,000 or like probably even more, right? So if you can save someone like 5 hours per week, dude, you can charge like pretty good money for that, right? Even on a retainer on a monthly basis, you can like, keep charging them money. So I guess maybe think about it that way, is like whatever this automation you just build, what did it save? Like, is it money or is it like a time? Like make that quantifiable. And that's how
Yeah, it would definitely be time in our
Okay.
case. And like for us, it's valuable because we're clicking through these systems all day long,
Mm-hmm.
and to be able to just like centralize it, like especially if someone already uses ChatGPT, they have
Yeah.
their subscription, and they use it to maybe fill out PDFs for them. They're just
Mm-hmm.
copy pasting. I mean, like this tool could be very valuable, and maybe whether we were thinking about like maybe lawyers, like small practice law firms
Okay.
or businesses like that. I talked to my buddy who's in veterinary medicine, and I was like trying to pitch it to him, and like, dude, he had no clue what I was talking about, one thing, and then like basically no use case. And he was trying to explain to me how like AI is already built into his kind of I think it's a EMR system,
Okay.
and it like definitely like would not work there. So it's you got to definitely pick your targets.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you have this meeting, like, what are you like asking them?
It was just my buddy that I know is in vet
Okay.
school, so I was just trying to get a brainstorm, and like I'm asking, and that's another thing I should ask, like how should I pitch this idea if I start talking to more people,
Yeah, yeah. So
like people my dad have connections with, stuff like that. I started with asking, kind of like like what workflows, like what do you do? What do you do electronically for work? And I want to figure out whether it's like teaching people how to use Claude and like how to build skills. Like if they can build a skill and have this MCP connector, it can start doing work for them if they just prompt it. Like
yeah. There's many different ways to go about this. Like I know a guy who like he runs seminars, like just events, like free events. He hosts like, oh, here's like a learning Claude workshop, like in person. And some like he would do that at co-working spaces, and everyone at that co-working space is like a potential client, right? But it's not positioned that way. It's like, oh, I'm just giving out a free like lesson, and then at the end of the lesson, they're like, if you're up for a free 30 minutes, just like a 30 minutes session where we talk about what you do at your business and see what type of like problems you have and see how we can like if we can automate that for you. We can do that. So
part of the idea behind like AI consulting is, like AI is a buzzword. Everyone who doesn't know about AI wants to, get rich quick. They want to, not have to pay people, and they want the, better work done. Stuff like that. Even at work, we've had a couple of companies, contact us and like get on call with people talking about AI, and they have all these questions and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Getting in the same room as them, and if we can find a group of people that this could benefit, that's the selling point right there.
I would say, like, I think you already started off well. Like your first point of contact should be the people you already know, like, because these are already like warm, like sort of warm leads, right? They're not completely cold. Like your friends, like just literally just walk through them, like what, like their workflows, and that's the thing, like you cannot ask them, oh, like what can I like, would this be helpful if I did this for you? Or like, you have to like make them walk through their actual workflow, and you pinpoint, because they might not even know, like, oh, I can actually just automate this entire thing. Like they might not know that. So you have to make them walk through their shit, and then you look at it and you're like, well, actually this entire thing you just did here, like you don't have to do this. Like I can just like completely automate that for you, right? And then they might be like, oh shit, that's actually very useful. So I think during those sessions is that like try to get that problem, try to get all of those problems that they have, and then on your own you have to identify what is the biggest priority, because there are infinite things you can automate, but you have to get that thing that's like the most important, that will save them the most hours, and then most likely they will buy into it. So I would recommend keep trying to ask people you already know about stuff like this. I was like, yo, can you walk me through something like you're having, and let me see if I can help you with this. Like if they're like business owners, they run something like this. But aside from that, you're gonna have to do sort of like cold outreach, right? You're gonna have, like, if you want to try out like the sort of lawyer niche, you might have to like find all those people on Google Maps, and you can use your agent for this, right? Like within your Claude, like you just ask it, like find all the local lawyer firms I have in my area, and then all of them.
How would how would you go about pitching that? Like, what, just cold calling, seeing if people are interested in consulting, or just like would I be giving away free consulting maybe in the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning, I would say so, because whenever you give this offer, like imagine if you're like a business or anyone receiving an offer, it's like you want that shit to be the 0% risk and all reward, right? So you have to give an offer that good. You have to be like this offer is like, hey, I run a AI consulting business, and I was just looking to see if you have any problems that I could help automate, and we can have a 30-minute call completely free, and I'll give you, like after the call, I'll give you a report on all these problems you have and how to solve them, right? Like you can tell them, this is the AI tool that I'll recommend you specific AI tools to solve these issues. And then you can decide if you want me to implement them, or you can just implement them yourself or find someone else. So you just give away as much free shit as possible. You tell them free meeting, and I'll give you a free report, free assessment, everything free. And if you want to work with me afterwards, it's up to you, right? So you want to try to get your offer as close to that as possible. And probably at the beginning, like maybe just email. Like email is fine. Cold calling or walking into it in person. Like it depends on how much you want to hustle. So emailing definitely is the easiest. So I would definitely try emailing. Like,
Okay.
yeah, but before that, make a website. Like make your your make your things.
We haven't even gotten that far yet.
Yeah.
Like we've been planning it. I mean, I've thought about it a lot, like over the last couple of days. But yeah, we definitely want to get into this. It's just like it feels like leaving money on the table. I mean, we all get that feeling, like we're getting left behind, and we gotta be executing.
I have that too. Yeah.
It's like a curse, man. Dude, another area. I think that's good advice. That's really what I just need to hear and like start executing on. But another area I wanted to improve is personally and how I use AI to develop. I don't do a whole ton of coding, but from what I see, I watched I first saw your workflow. Like when the video you posted, it was like 25 minutes where you were kind of showing your workflow, and I thought that was valuable. That's kind of what got me interested in watching you and like joining your community. But my workflow is not great. I was curious what you use for like your wiki. I use Obsidian, but I don't like some parts of it, and like I don't know if like I should be spending a lot of time, building my workflows and trying to incorporate agents and just like my brainstorming and like storing information process more. I think it's valuable. Right now, it's not seamless, and that's just issues I run into. Like I'll brainstorm even just in like voice mode in Claude, and I won't be able to like store that information effectively or be able to reference it later in a clean way, or even recall it. Like I have the local REST API, like MCP server set up locally on my computers for Obsidian, and I use that to like dump data in there. I try to have Obsidian run it as much as possible because I don't want to be manually clicking through there and putting things in. And that's like the bottleneck is because I can only do it from the desktop app, and that's like I use AI in other places. I don't know if there's a better way to do this. I don't know if like, it really matters that much.
So hold on. When you say, so you have a Claude desktop app and you have an Obsidian connector. Is that how you're using it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's like a community plugin.
And your Obsidian connector, is it like on the cloud or is it local? Like is
local.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So I'm in the midst of making a tutorial on how to like that 25 minutes video. Like I kind of went over like the overview of it, and I'm making a tutorial on how to like set that up like step by step. But I can tell you right now. Let me share my screen. So I have shown this before in a video, but essentially the way I have it set up, right? So in my, let's see. Sorry, my computer kind of lagging. So I have so I use Obsidian, but honestly, like Obsidian, it's not like it's just a tool to visualize this graph, but what it is just like a bunch of markdown files, right? So my wiki is here. Like this is my main workspace that I do everything in, and I have repositories inside of this. So this is like a sub repository where I have my content automation.
You like git ignore repositories?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Okay. I use like git ignore, and then you just push like the base up to GitHub. Is that what you do?
Yeah. So, well, git ignore is just like whatever you don't want to be pushed to GitHub. Yeah. So this base like sort of folder was initially created through OpenClaw. So when you initialize OpenClaw, it makes like a repository for you with certain stuff like these workspaces are like OpenClaw agents, and it initializes. I think it initializes the agents.md2, but this is like you create this regardless if you're using Codex, and like this skills folder is like it's just basic stuff. Essentially, like in the tutorial I'm making, I'm using Hermes. So I initialize the folder with Hermes, and then it comes with like some stuff like agents.md, cloud.md, and you can just build from there. So if you want repositories,
don't you need like a Mac Mini for Hermes or OpenClaw? I mean, I don't know how it works.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily need one. So Hermes is the same thing as your Codex or Claude. Okay, you can think about it that way. It's called a harness. It's just a harness. Now, if you want it to be running 24/7, that's why you need the Mac Mini for, because the Mac Mini, you can just like leave it at home and never turn it off, right? Your MacBook, you're gonna close it and like go around with it, so you can't always use it. So the advantage is it's just like whenever I'm outside, I can use, for example, my OpenClaw. I have it set up with my Telegram, so I can like text my agent, and it can do stuff on my computer. Right. So, for example, after this meeting, my OpenClaw is going to summarize the meeting and post it for you. And I have a Discord with like my editor, like other people that work with me, and I have my OpenClaw instance in here, and they can all access my DukeBot. Right. They can be like, yo, make a clip out of this stream, add subtitles. Right. They can use my AI agent to do stuff. So that's the advantage of it. And this is not going to affect my computer because it's on the Mac Mini. Right, so anytime they can work with it, and it doesn't matter. So that's the advantage of having the Mac Mini. It's just 24/7 running, and it's like isolated from your regular day-to-day working computer. That's it.
Does your Mac Mini, like, I mean, what agents? I mean, what agent are you using? You know, on your Mac Mini, what agent runs the show, and is it like, are you able to access the higher end models if you want to do like reasoning or?
Yeah, perfectly. Like, look, you can see my Mac Mini right here. I have a remote control, so I can like look into my Mac Mini through this. So this screen right here is like the monitor of my Mac Mini. Like I'm on my MacBook right now, but I can control it from here, and you can see literally it's just like a regular computer. And I have my Codex open here. I have well, actually, I only like from here. I don't really use Claude from here. I only use my Codex and my OpenClaw. It's just running in the background, like in the terminal. You can't like there's a UI for it, but like I don't really use that. What was your question? Sorry, you're saying what's the model?
I was just I'm just interested in like Hermes or OpenClaw, because this is something I would look into.
Yeah. So the model, right? Like, look, you can change it right here. Right? You see if I do /model, I can choose what model I have access to. And you can connect your OpenAI subscription account, or you can connect Claude. I think Claude, you cannot connect via subscription account. You have to like pay API, which kind of sucks. So this is also why I definitely recommend Codex over Claude. It's more tokens.
How much a month do you pay for like subscription?
Yeah, so I paid the $200 a month plan for Codex, and the $100 a month max plan for Claude.
Yeah.
So
I'm on like the 20 each. I'm probably gonna upgrade to 100 a month for Claude.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no need to like buy beforehand. Like if you run out of tokens, then like I would recommend buying. What model do you usually use most of the time?
4.8. I do use Fable. It's not on my plan. I've got like some extra, like Claude gave me free usage credits, so I'm just gonna use those up.
Okay, Greg, I would recommend you to use Codex. For Claude at this point, I only use Claude for Fable or Opus for like reviewing some of my like if I run
you prefer Codex. I've used Codex.
I would just say it's like it's not even just a model, it's just like the ecosystem is more optimized. You will get more tokens, you will not run out of tokens, and it's faster, and the desktop UI is just way better. Like I can send chat messages from this chat to like this other chat. Like let me show you, I have like a manager chat here, and sometimes I was like, yo, actually I have some, I can't really show that. There's some money shit. Like I was asking in which other chat did I like brainstorm about like the payment structure for my editor, because I have too many shit. I can't even see. And then it told me, it told me, and then I was like, okay, send a message to that chat to do like XYZ, and it was able to do that, right? And it can spawn new chats here on the side too. You can't do that in Claude. Like Claude, it can look at your other chats, but it can't really like spawn a new chat here and appear on the left side, And then you can have like side chats here. like on the side where you can like, and this has like the complete context of everything that was in the main chat. In Claude, you would use something like /byteaway, and it pops up like a ugly like pop-up window, and it doesn't have write access to your workspace. So it can't even edit any files when you use the side chat in Claude. I don't know, it's just like a lot of little things like this that makes it better. And also the fact that it's just more tokens. And the fact that you can use OpenClaw and Hermes with the subscription model. So I think that's actually pretty huge. If you plan on setting up Hermes or OpenClaw, like you can't use the subscription of Claude with those like harnesses, right? So going back to your question about the model, in my OpenClaw right now, like I'm using GPT 5.5, and I'm probably gonna upgrade this to 5.6. I didn't upgrade it because like 5.6 uses a lot more tokens, and 5.5 is like extremely, like 5.5 is basically Opus 4.8, and it's already like doing everything I need to do. So I'm just keeping it here. And OpenClaw, I usually use it as an assistant, right? So it's like if I need to do shit on my calendar, on my emails, or send messages to this person, that person, it's not like intelligence heavy work. So I don't need this to be like running Fable. Like that wouldn't make sense. Like if,
how long do you think it would take me to set up Open? Probably Hermes. I mean, I just think you prefer that one.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you right here. Like I was setting up Hermes right before our meeting. Okay, I started my stream. I was like, okay, let me see if I can set up Hermes in 20 minutes before my meeting starts, and that's all it took. Like, let me see, where's I set it up in Codex here. Oh, actually, I think I did it through my Mac Mini. Let me open that real quick. Like, I will make a video for that, but it will take you can set it up very quickly. The only part that's going to take a bit longer is you have to get like credentials for stuff you need. Like first of all, you have to identify like what's the most important integration you need. For me, that's Discord and Google Drive, because once I have those two, I can let my editor use my Hermes from Discord, and she can like post videos to Drive or download videos to from Drive to edit or do whatever, right? So those two are like my main integrations that I need, because you can spend like hours like optimizing your Hermes setup or linking all these integrations, but you don't want to do that. You just want to like get the stuff like that you need to be working. So this is all it took. Look, let's set up Hermes agent into my directory. I already have OpenClaw, Codex, and Claude all within here. So just let me know if there's any conflict, or we can set it up directly. I worked for 4 minutes on 5.6 Soul Medium, and it's working, right? And then I just had to run Hermes model to pick what model I want it to use. And then, which I think I just picked 5.6, yeah. And then you just launch it with Hermes, right? So if I run, let me restart this. If you press Command, if you're on Mac, this Command, or if you're on Windows is Control.
Dude, I have a MacBook, but I don't use it that much. I could just turn that into a Mac Mini.
Yes, that's exactly what you should do. What is your MacBook? Is it M chip?
It's M2. It's actually kind of old.
Dude, I'm literally on an M2 MacBook Pro right now. So
I'm on an Air. It's actually it's only got 8 gig RAM.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
It's enough. Don't worry. You're not gonna run a model on it.
MacBook. I'm not using that anymore.
Yeah. So that's literally perfect. Just plug that shit in and use that as your Mac Mini to run 24/7. And yeah. So let me continue here.
I use Windows.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I much prefer MacBook, but to each their own. So basically in Codex or in Claude, I think it's the same thing. Let me take a look. In Claude, if you press so if you press Control J, it opens the terminal. And oh fuck, right here. So it opens the terminal, and like I just gave this one single prompt, right, and said, okay, Hermes is now installed in my current directory. And it's going to use the existing agents IMD that I have. And I already ran this. So if you just ran Hermes, if you run Hermes, it runs. Okay, like right here, boom, it runs. So like I say hi here, and it's going to work. So then the next level unlock is I just need to connect this to my Discord. then I can just leave this guy running. I don't need this anymore, and I can talk to it at any time from within my Discord.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
What
Yeah,
do you
so-
think
yeah.
would benefit me? Like if I set up Hermes and learn to watch some YouTube videos, watch your YouTube video,
Mhm.
what can I use it to benefit me? How can I use it to benefit me?
Yeah, so I would say for this part, you should set it up just to like know like how this works, because it like if you're gonna run like the agency, like people are gonna ask you about stuff like this, like about like, I don't know, OpenClaw, Hermes, this type of automations. So it's gonna be useful for you to just understand how this works and how to set it up. So this is like, it should be very quick to set up, and the hard part is understanding how like the memory stuff works. And you asked a question about my wiki, right? So, okay, I don't want to dive too deep into this, but essentially in my agents.md, I have my wiki connected here. So that's how it's able to like update or read from my wiki and keep that updated, right? Because you don't want to be the one that's always like, oh, look into my wiki for this information, right? You want it to like your agents to remember that stuff automatically. So you have to put that instruction into the agents.md or claude.md. Okay?
Do you have instruction on like how the wiki is set up and how it's organized as well? Is that
yeah? So I would recommend you to so I have an exact video for setting up the wiki. It's right here, and I'm going to make the more in-depth tutorial on how to like set up the entire workspace so that it like remembers shit about you, right? For you, okay, like if your goal is like the AI consulting, so like all this stuff is going to be useful for you, and I would say like try to like do some of this here and there. Like this is the best time to learn about this, right? Because once you get clients and stuff like that, you're going to be like a lot more busy on like implementation, and then you won't have as much time on like optimizing your own workspace to like speed up your workflows. So this is a good time for you to learn, especially right now you have a job. So I would say try to set some of this stuff up initially, and the other part that is practical that you should start is make your website. Okay, that's like the next step for the AI consulting agency stuff, is make a website for yourself for your thing, make it look good. It doesn't have to be anything complicated, just like simple, clean, and just so someone can like, I don't know, book a meeting with you from that website. And then after that, you're probably gonna want to start like outreaching or yeah.
Yeah, doing. Yep. That makes sense, man. Okay.
Cool. We are at time, Greg, but
Okay.
did you have any other questions?
Honestly, like one more, maybe.
Yeah.
It should be. We can keep it quick. I don't know. Like I get. There's a lot of avenues I can go down. There's a lot of like things I think about. One of them is like career maxing. I could continue working 9 to 5 and just like grinding and leveling myself up there, trying to make more immediate money. Or I could just go all into AI. I'm not going to quit my job, but it would definitely slow me down there. And possibly if I failed, which like you're still learning, and it's not really failure if you're learning a lot and you can work more efficiently, but it could slow me down, right? What would you do if you were in my shoes? And is it worth it to just like go all in, especially in my free time, utilize my days like crazy?
I would say, so here's the thing, right? If if you're able to like really optimize these AI workflows, that should free up like a decent amount of your daytime. Like, would it not? Like even right now as you're using these. So like if I were you, I would probably just try to free up as much of my daytime as possible at your job. Like I think there is a best of both worlds here, where you can do good at your job and still try to do shit on the side. And like I think if I were you, I would probably just try to it's gonna force you to like very much prioritize at work what are the projects you have to do to land the biggest impact, right? So all the random bullshit like meetings and stuff, like fuck all that, just to focus on the project that will land you the most impact at your work, so that like your people are gonna, like your coworkers are gonna be like, oh, this guy's useful, like he's doing good work and stuff like that. And then you try to use AI during that project as much as you can, right? So if you're working on like agentic stuff at work, I would say you're already doing very good. Like that project, your leadership, your manager, whatever, is probably going to be like, oh, that's very good, right? Is that the case currently?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. It's more
Okay.
so the other guy who's got more of the AI permissions, but I'm on my way. I'm building credibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I would say just try to keep advancing in that way because at the same time, you are learning how to build agents or how to set up your workspace. All these skills that you're learning at your job are going to be useful. If you go do the agency afterwards. So the only thing I would cut out is think about it as like anything that would not be like a transferable skill for long term, just stop doing that shit because that's an actual waste of your time, right? Anything that's like building agents, agentic workflows, that's good that you're doing that at your job because you can literally you can use that as proof when you start your agency. It's like I built this at the job and stuff like that, right? And as right now it's like much lower risk since you're an employee and not you don't have full ownership of like the project. So I would keep doing that, and then on the side try to maybe get a first client and see how that's like. Because you can see like after you get a first client, you see like, oh, so this is how it feels like to like really do this shit. Do I want to keep doing this, or maybe this is like too stressful, or like you'll figure it, like you'll have more information as you perform these actions along the way. Yeah, but you'll have to sacrifice some free time. Like you have to be okay with that. Maybe just set up like a schedule, like during the week, like certain days, like certain nights of the week, maybe 2-3 nights of the week. You're just like. You're gonna do work, right? And then on the weekend, I don't know, like reward yourself. Like that's what I do because I'm working the entire day during the week, and sometimes like fuck, what am I doing? But I know for a fact every Friday night I'm going to have a expensive dinner with my girlfriend. It's like you gotta have some like reward systems, whether with your friends or something, to unwind on the weekend. But that's what I would do.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Duke. I appreciate the insight, man.
Of course, man. No problem. I'll also be live Sunday, so feel free to pop in. We'll do like a group session then. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I hope this was helpful, Greg.
Definitely.
Cool. All right. We'll talk soon, man.
Thanks, Duke.
Keep us updated in the community if you have any.
I will.
Updates. Yeah.
Will do.
All right. See ya, man. Holy shit. Chat, I'm like going 24 miles per hour. I feel like. I think it's because of this coffee I'm drinking. I'm like slurring my words. Chat, how's the meeting? Shout out to Greg, man. I saw y'all were saying like he got the Aura ring. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Expensive dinner is crazy every week. Okay, by expensive dinner, it's like it's not that expensive, okay? Not that expensive. Thank you for that stream. Learning so much new stuff. Hey, no problem, man. Would you consider another startup? Yeah. Well, I'm still kind of working on one right now. Also, chat, hey, if you're interested in being part of a one-on-one call like this, please join my community. I think it would be very helpful for you, especially if you're trying to learn about AI, how to create your memory workspace, how to integrate AI at work. If you're a software engineer, data analyst, or you work in IT, how to use this at work. You have a project you're working on, you're an intern. This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm building agents at big tech right now, and also providing consultancy to like individuals and like SMBs. So definitely check this out. And also a bunch of free videos on YouTube. I feel like so many people are in the same situation as Greg. Yeah, I think a lot of people are, even just in my community, there is like, other software engineers, data analysts who are in this situation, students. And I think it's a good place to be in. If you're proactive like this, you're trying to learn more about AI, try to like build projects. It's like you're definitely ahead of many, many, many people. The average person. I trade prop for money. Will you help with that? I got you, bro. Just give me the money. I'll trade it for you. I have someone in my community doing he's trying to build a trading sort of agent. Startup. Well, take a look at streamable.run, man. This is exactly what I'm using right now to run this stream. I think live streaming is going to become the biggest media platform within 2 years. So definitely look into streamable.run. Yeah, meeting's over, man. Holy shit, I'm pretty tired. I have dinner with Allegra tonight because she couldn't go tomorrow. Let me see what she says something. Just get roommates in New York, man. Fuck Jersey. Man, that was tiring. All right, let me get those. Holy fuck, that was loud. Hey, yo. Eddie, thank you for the gifted sub to Azzy, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, man. All right, let me get this summaries up. Chat, I think we should finish setting up Hermes before I go on my dinner. Shout out to Nay. Okay, Hermes setup. Where were we at? Eddie. All right, chat. Previously in the Hermes setup, we just asked it to set it up, and now it's running. It's set up. And we authenticated the model through GPT 5.6. Let me see model here. How do we switch the model here? Okay. Okay, I'll use 5.6 Soul, but I need to set the reasoning lower. What is this UI? This thing's tripping, bro. 5.6 Soul. Okay, there we go. And let's see if it has reasoning medium. Reasoning effort medium. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so before we set up Drive, let's see. Let me see here. Okay. Yo, I'm streaming right now. Update your Codex app. All right, man. I'll do it in a bit, bro. Hold on. I'm trying to think in the video how to continue off where we left off. Okay, Viv, if you're watching this, I think in the previous part, I'm like, I have a meeting now, so we continue after. Maybe just keep that in, and here it's like after the meeting. Okay, so. All right, so I finished the meetings. All right, so I finished the one-on-one meetings. By the way, if you're interested in one-on-one meetings, you can join my community here. I have an intro call with everyone and group sessions every Sunday. But let's continue setting up the Hermes. And someone was actually just asking about how to set up Hermes, so I was showing him how I set it up in one prompt. So this is very simple. And now we were trying to connect the Google Drive and Discord, which are the two integrations that I need for this to be immediately useful. So let's try with Discord first. And to do this, you can just ask it directly, how do I integrate with Discord? And I think I already have an idea of how this is done because I did it for OpenClaw. But this is what you should do is ask your agent, okay? And then in my Discord, I think I have some type of secret or token or something like that, and I just need to find what that is. So actually, let's see if this is probably reminding me. Create a Discord bot. Okay, there you go. So I first need to create a Discord bot and then enable certain intents and copy the bot token. Okay, there you go. So it's the bot token. Now I already have this bot token. You stream me Sunday again? Yes, I will be live Sunday. For you, if you don't have this bot, all you have to do is, well, actually, you can just follow the instructions here, or you can tell HERMES to do this itself. So it should be able to do it itself. So let's try this actually. I already have a Discord bot token. Well, yeah, Discord app. Can you check which one it is? Let's see if it's able to find this. I don't want it to read the token directly, right? So, but what it can do is go set up all the permissions it needs to by opening Discord itself. And the actual token is something you'll have to save yourself. Okay, so that's the part where I want to show you guys because everything else is like, it can just be automated, right? So like HERMES right now is working on it. It's looking at my memory and stuff like that, but we'll just let it work. Let me try to find where my Discord token was previously set up. Yo, the hell's going on in my chat, bro? Discord HERMES was bugging for you, ASD? Only Telegram worked when I set it up? Interesting. Well, let's see. Let's see if that works. If it works through Discord, you'll be able to use it. So, okay. Okay, so I have to find my Discord bot token. Just give me a second here. You can probably cut this out, Viv. Hold on. Cat.inf. Okay. I don't have it in my .env. How is my OpenClaw using my Discord right now? It must have the thing stored somewhere. Okay, Viv, you can restart from here. All right, so HERMES investigated my setup and it says, I already have a Discord bot called DukeBot and it's already configured with my OpenClaw. And it says HERMES currently has no Discord token configured. You can reuse the same Discord application for HERMES, but OpenClaw and HERMES should not run the same bot token simultaneously because their gateway connections become a conflict. So I didn't even know this beforehand, so good thing I asked, otherwise I would have used the same token. Okay, so how do I create a new token? And will that invalidate my previous one? All right, so let's go to Discord, okay? If you go to the Discord, let me see here. All right, so if you go to discord.com/developers/home, you can see the different bots you have, right? So these are called, I think, applications. So you just have to come here and make a new application. Okay, you can name it whatever you want, and if you don't have a Discord, you probably should download Discord first and simply create a Discord server. Okay, and that is very simple. You just go into here and you click the plus icon, you create a server. Okay, and that's what I just did for my newest server. And after that, you can create a new application and set it for that server. Or I think you can invite it inside of a server. Let's see. But I need to make sure if I should be creating a new app or not. Hold on. Thank you for the link, Cassie. All right, so my Hermes says, clicking the reset token will invalidate my previous one. Okay, so great. It says for Hermes, don't reset, create a separate Discord application. All right, so I can do this whole thing right now here, but I wanted to do it itself. Can you set this whole thing up for me? Then at the token part, just let me know what to do so you don't read it. Okay, so just prompt it like this. Just tell it to set the whole thing up, but we don't want it to read the actual token, which is like the password for your Discord bot. Do you use your personal Google account for Hermes OpenClaw? Yes. Okay, so what's happening right now is in the background, it's using a headless browser, right? So basically, it's navigating a browser in the background. You just can't see it. Okay, that's what headless means. You can't see it, but the agent is able to navigate it. So as navigating to Discord, it's clicking, it's looking at the page, probably taking a screenshot, and looking at what's happening. Now, my problem is like, I don't know if this guy knows if the browser that he has is logged in or not. So it needs to log into my own account, right? My Discord account, and create an application from there. So it's possible that he uses a browser session that is already logged in which case we don't need to do anything. Oh, actually, never mind. I think it's right here. So it did not use a headless browser. It just used my browser directly. So that's what happens is like, hold on, actually, let me confirm that. It says Discord requires you to perform authentication portion yourself. Login. Huh. What do you mean? I see we're already logged in. I'm gonna try to make the Hermes do this thing as much as possible instead of me doing it myself, because I also want to test Hermes' capability here. I was fully able to do this with an OpenClaw, so I will be very surprised if Hermes cannot just do the thing for me. Okay. Is it moving this Chrome tab? Doesn't seem like it. Like, it just needs to know to click this. To fix this stuff, can't you just export your cookies into the headless browser? So no auth. Yes, but I don't want the headless browser to have all of my logins, you know? Like, it only needs what it needs. So right now, it's like, if it's using my actual browser, which is, it seems like it is, it's controlled by automated test software, right? You can see here. You just have to allow. I don't know why it keeps asking me to do this, because I have already allowed it before. And this is fine. You can just allow it. It just needs to be able to control your browser properly. So here you go. Okay. So you see here it says my browser control tool runs in a separate isolated browser that is not logged in. So instead of continuing this manually, we're going to unblock Hermes. Open that. Open your browser session so I can log in for you. That way in the future you always have access. Okay, so by doing this way, you give the default browser session that Hermes uses your login for in this case Discord, and there's going to be times in the future where I wanted to do stuff as well, so I might as well just unblock it right now, so that way it always has access to it. How does it have your Discord password? You just you just open up the browser visually and you do it, right? You don't actually put in your password. So what's happening right here? Let's see. Tell me when Discord Developer Portal shows my applications and I'll continue the setup. Huh. Oh, whoops. Hold on. But it's already logged in. It doesn't seem like it opened it. It's already logged in. I don't see a newly opened Chrome tab or browser. Let's debug this. So Viv, you can skip whenever it's like loading, but keep this part in because we're debugging. All right, so here we go. Now it actually opened the browser that it's using, okay? And I can see here that I'm still logged in on this one as well. It's using the OpenClaw browser session, and it's also asking this, which I'm just gonna click OpenClaw because in my previous OpenClaw one, it's already logged in, right? So let's see what's happening here. Persistent OpenClaw Chrome should now be foreground. Do you see that window? Yes, and it's still logged in. Okay. Is the Discord tab not in your personal MacBook and not on your Mac Mini? Discord tab not in your personal MacBook. What do you mean, Asdi? I don't know why Hermes is having so much trouble doing this. I'm using 5.6 Sol right now, you know? This is a bad look. I meant the Chrome tab that was logged into your Discord was on your MacBook. Oh, I see what you mean. That's what I thought too, but it's logged in on both. See, this is on my Mac Mini. Oh, okay, there we go. Finally, now, so I'm not touching this. Hermes is controlling my browser, and it made this Hermes DukeBot new app. It's creating a name for it. Let's see what else it's doing. Let me make this a little bit smaller, okay? So we can watch what it's doing. Okay. So it's going crazy right now. You know, just let it go. It's creating the new app. It's pretty slow. But we'll let it work. The good thing about Hermes is it's supposed to learn from itself, right? Automatically. So maybe after this session is done, it will run, it will create a skill itself on how to use the Discord browser tool. Now, That's the one difference with OpenClaw is like OpenClaw does not have the automatic learning skill, whereas Hermes is, Discord has a please confirm you're not a bot captcha. Let's see. Oh wait, Hermes needs your input. Tell me when the captcha closes. Okay, so it can't do the captcha. I'll do it for you. All right, this one I'll do it for you. Drag the file to the empty slot. There we go. Captcha final boss. All right, now it's made. And you just have to say done, because tell it that you finished the captcha. And let's see if it might need to set some other stuff up in this like developer portal space, so we'll just let it do that. What I was talking about, OpenClaw does not have a automatic skill making thing, whereas Hermes will look at your chat sessions. Whenever it seems like you finished a chat session, it can see if there's anything that happened during that session that could be made into a reusable skill. So that way, next time it does it, it can just look at that skill, which is just a set of prompts, instructions, and do it directly. And then it also has a timely cleanup, so it can look at stale stuff that's like outdated and clean stuff up. So that functionality is pretty good. There's pros and cons, because it might create skills that you don't even need, and that's like bloating your memory. But we're going to test it out as we use it more and more. I think it's going to be good. The reviews I've heard were also good. So yeah, let's let it finish this Discord flow. Let it create a skill to solve captchas. Yeah, I feel like it should be able to do the captcha. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it just take a screenshot and then drag the thing into the thing. Like, that's not that hard. I think I feel like Codex will be able to do it. Pretty sure all automation tools are meant to not do it on purpose. Yeah. I think Hermes stopped on purpose, but I don't know. That part is just like, it's not worth making it break through it. Okay, so I don't know what exactly it's trying to do now. I think it's making a token, or it... I don't know. We'll just let it run. Okay, it's moving. So while it's vibing, while it's coding, you can vibe. One day with local powerful AIs. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like, you could probably already do it. It's not that big of a deal, Oh, it says, tell me when this Hermes Discord setup has accepted the token. I'll then invite the new bot to your server, start the gateway, and verify it. Okay, cool. So now Hermes has set up the sort of Discord developer portal application stuff, whatever it needed to do there. And now it says, tell me when it accepts the token. So I think I have to put the token somewhere inside of Hermes. But I don't know how to run that setup wizard. So instead, what we're going to do is create another... so open another terminal and run Hermes again. Oops. How do I start the setup wizard to input Discord token? Right, so you just ask it, how do I do this? And it's going to tell me, and then I'm going to click this reset token part so I can get the token from Discord to connect it. And I'll just input it into wherever Hermes is telling me, okay? So we're gonna wait for this. This is honestly kind of slow. I don't like that. Is there a fast mode? There we go, fast. If you just type /fast, you can turn on the fast mode. Okay, fast mode, fast. There we go. So /fast, space fast. And it says use the bot from the developer token. Let me see. Okay, why is it telling me OpenClaw? No, not OpenClaw. I'm asking for Hermes. You are Hermes. I don't know if it's confusing itself because of my workspace or something else, but oh, what the hell? Okay, so so it seems like the other session of Hermes just continued. Allow Do we have to change the permission on this? Okay. All right, so this is essentially adding the Hermes DukeBot into my Discord server. This is the correct one, DukeBot, DukePan Insiders. So now it's in my Discord, but I didn't even add the token. It's just Hermes run, Hermes setup. Right, but I don't know why I didn't have to do anything here. Let me see. Okay, it's not. I still have to enter the token. Hermes gateway setup. Okay, there we go. So let's follow this instruction right here. Hermes gateway setup. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to run it directly here. Let's see. I think my computer is kind of lagging. All right, so when you run Hermes gateway setup, right, like this, this is similar to OpenClaw. Basically, you can choose which integration you want to have integrated with your Hermes, so you can use. And there's a whole bunch of stuff here. So whichever one you think will be the most important to you, you know, just set it up. I would not recommend trying to set up everything because you definitely don't need everything here, okay? You need at least one communication tool, which is Discord, and then probably something like Google Drive or email. Let me see what other stuff we have here. Yeah, like Telegram, Microsoft Teams, or like if you're working for a business, then like Slack is definitely the way here. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Discord. Because that's the one I use most often. And then it's asking me for the Discord bot token. So all I have to do is click this and get the token. But I don't want to leak this to you guys, so let me just not show this. Okay, I need to authenticate my Discord so I can see the token. All right, I have it right here. Okay. All right, I have the token copied right now. So I just have to paste it in. Again, let me hide this because I don't want to show. Oh, never mind. It has it automatically censored. So perfect. You can't see it. This is the token you get from clicking the reset token button in the Discord developer portal. Okay. So enter. And it's now asking me restrict who can use your bot to find your Discord ID. Okay, so by default, you have to specify who can use your Discord bot, right? So once I put it into my Discord, there's like other people in my Discord. You know, I have my main editor here, my thumbnail editor and stuff. So you see, this is so Asdi has been making the thumbnails on my YouTube channel, and he's been using my DukeBot, right? So in this Discord channel, you can see my editors using it to edit videos, to generate thumbnails or titles and stuff like that. And the Hermes DukeBot just joined. We just need to enable it to talk to us. And I'm going to give it my user ID, which was given to me by Hermes previously, okay? But if you don't, if Hermes doesn't give you directly your user ID, you can just find it by clicking on your own profile or right-clicking it and copy user ID like this, okay? And you can get it for other people as well. So if you want, like if I wanted other people in my Discord to use it, I can just tell it, let this guy use it, let this person use it with these user IDs. All right, so Discord bot is configured. Restrict who can use your bot. Yeah, so I'm just gonna paste my ID in here. The UI here is kind of funky, eh? There's like it's like mixed in with the other options. Home channel ID. Okay, so it needs a home channel. Oh, this is where Hermes delivers cron job results. So if you set up automations where it's like every Sunday give me a summary of my emails, then you need to set what is this home channel that it's gonna use. So for me, this will probably, I'm just gonna use the general chat for this. Actually, I'll make a new channel, Hermes Duke bot. Okay, I'll make a new channel for this guy, for this bot, and I just need to get the channel ID, right click, copy channel ID, and then I can put this in directly. All right, and that's it. And we're just gonna click done at the bottom. Start the gateway now, yes. Start the gateway automatically on login, yes. Service started, great. So now we have Hermes set up, okay? And we have our messaging capability done. So this is the minimal viable thing to make it useful. And let's have a test, right? So the utility here is I'm going to go on my phone. So while I'm walking outside, taking, going on a dinner or doing anything, I can message Hermes from this Hermes DukeBot channel that I just made, okay? Focus. So let's try this out. Let me type, well, you guys can see it from my desktop, okay? Let me type in Hermes, hello. Great, it works perfectly. And it creates a thread, okay? So you see this? It just made this. Amazing, this is absolutely amazing. I need to give this guy a profile picture. So that's the good thing about Discord is it starts messages in threads. So then on my next message here, right, if I write another message to Hermes, let me do this right now. Right, if I write another message, it will create, Hermes could not create a Discord thread for the message. So see, this is a bug, okay? It should just create a new thread. Let me try this again. Hermes, yo. Well, that's not good. And to debug, let's debug this. Why did the thread creation fail in my other two chats? Let me write this on this time. Hi, why did my thread creation fail on my other two chats? Google Assistant. What's going on, guys? All right, so Hermes is debugging right now, and we're just gonna let it work. So far, I'm not gonna lie, chat, I'm not that impressed with Hermes. Okay, it took it a while to I don't know, to just get like the Discord bot set up. It was okay. It was not that long. It had to figure it out. I'll cut it some slack because it's like, first time it's opening the browser on my computer. But whoa, Discord rate limited thread creation. Okay, so that's why I failed. Why did it get rate limited? It's just 2 threads. Will you transition OpenClaw over to Hermes? I don't know, Asdi. As of right now, no. It's better when you ask it to do something and it creates like 15 different skills. Oh, wait, Asdi, are you saying like that in a good way? Like, I'm going to see if it's you know, I'm going to see. I might transfer. Hermes is legit. It might be a skill issue. Yeah, it's good. Okay. All right, then we'll keep playing with it. We have to develop this because Discord applies a per channel thread creation cooldown, not a generates total threads quota. Your first hello thread should use the available thread creation slot. Then 30 seconds. Okay. I don't really believe this because with my OpenClaw, I had it like we were able to create a lot of threads here. It could be something in the permissioning of the bot. Let me try this again. Okay. Finished. I think gateway also started already. One thing is tests. Oh, it's not working. A voice command is out. One thing is thread creation is having issues. It keeps saying failed. When I asked to debug, it said because Discord rate limited. Is it because of our app permissions or something? It should not rate limit like this when I only created like 3 threads. Investigate. It might be permissions of a token. You have to take administrator perms. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking right now. As the way it created the bot was problematic. So, but see, like this is something you have to test as well. I would not be surprised if it did not pick the administrator role for it because it wants to be safe. Oh shit. Okay, let's see this. Let's try this. Private application cannot have a default authorization link. Well, an easy way to do this is just to look at my other Duke bot. Let me see how I set that one up. Okay. I don't have admin here either though. What's the point of these harnesses? Oh, Zub, go look at my YouTube, man. I have went over that quite a bit. I'm trying to fix this right now. Unless this doesn't save it. Hold on, let me see if there's something here. Zub, to answer your question though, it's a personal assistant. And also letting my coworkers use the same agent as me, same AI as me. Yeah, it doesn't have to be managing your calendar. It can be a lot more than that, my friend. For example, me, my agent is editing my videos, making thumbnails, titles. Okay, it's still working. I think I'm going to change this to GPT 5.5. I feel like 5.6 is doing a lot of overthinking here for these tasks that I don't need. Nice focus. Yeah, I think it has those permissions though. What does this mean? A default authorization. Installation tab. Okay. This has to be set to none. I see. This has to be set to none. And then okay. Okay. Do I have to give all these permissions? Is that how it works? I can't tell if this is like. Wait, this is to calculate permission integer for your bot based on the features it needs. Maybe it really was because of this authorization flow. It's set to medium. Dude, this thing is like taking forever, man. Okay, I think in order to fix this, we should. Oh fuck, chat! I gotta go to dinner. I have dinner with Allegra. Let me tell Allegra I'm gonna be a little bit late. The screen where I invited the Hermes bot was asking me for permissions, right? And I don't remember if the bot itself accepted them properly or not. So that's kind of what I'm thinking could be the issue. So what I could do here is just reset the token and then re-invite the bot inside. But I'm waiting for this to finish, but I don't know if it's even worth it because it just seems like it's going crazy right now. Like it's writing Python scripts. Like what's going on right here? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stop this right here, okay? Stop. And we are going to get this guy out of here. How do we get this guy out of here? How to uninvite a bot from Discord server. How to say automate in Chinese? What are you talking about? Just kick it. I just kick it directly? Okay. Goodbye, Hermes Duke bot. Alright, it's gone. Okay, now we got invited back. Invite add app. Okay. Let's add this guy back. Find a bot on the official website, add app. Click the invite or add app button. Hell yeah, Focus. It has been a minute. I'm live every Sunday now. Go RF, click the authorization link. Generated link. I see. I gotta do this. I have to generate a link to invite the bot. I'm trying to invite the bot in my server. Maybe this was the issue. Let me make sure. Okay. How do I invite Discord bots to my server? Because I thought there's like multiple ways to invite it, right? I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way. Assuming you mean the Discord, Hermes Discord bot, I'll verify its current setup. All right, let's go Codex. I assume it's this, but I don't know if there's a different way. And if it is this, then we probably need to put all of these permissions. Press on bot. Southbound general. Oh, so it is this? Damn, okay. Public bot. No off is O off. Press on public bot. This, but I don't want it to be public. Thanks for using our product. Wait, who are you, Hermes Capital? What do you mean I use your product? They're trolling. Okay, never mind. Oh, do it one time and then remove it. You need to select the permissions and you have a URL generated. I see. But what it was this way. Go to installations, enable guild install. Scopes, bot. Isn't this a different way? Go to bot privilege, bot intent. Gateway intent. Server members intent, message intent. Go to installation. This is the other way. Guild is the server Discord install. Okay, so you're telling me I have to do public bot here. And then I'll have a URL. Where's the URL? Bro, you guys are telling me different things. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're giving this guy everything. Wait. No, but this is like for OAuth app. I need a redirect URI. This is not right. Just listen. That's OAuth. All right, Maestro. All right, you got 5 minutes. Tell me exactly what I need to do. Let's see if you're right. Dude, you guys are trolling me. Go back. Okay, boom. All right, what do you want me to talk with these two? Yo, what the fuck? Toggle both. All right, man. This Maestro guy don't know shit. Now we got two different ones. Okay, Maestro, I got it. I toggled both. Now what? But Asdi, what is the redirect URI? If we do OAuth way? I feel like all of you guys are trolling right now. I should just follow Codex. I did this 10 times and forget every time. I swear this fucking Discord bot shit is like hella convoluted for no reason. Maestro, what's the next step, bro? You got 1 minute. Go to installation, okay. And then what? Nah, bro, there's no way. Dude, this is literally all I have to do. Hold on. I don't want it to have limitations, especially for thread creation. Yo, just say the next step, bro. What is this guy? This guy's trolling me. Click URL generator. Ain't no way this. Yo, I'm getting trolled, bro. Holy fuck, I'm getting trolled. OAuth 2 in Discord developer portal. Okay. Yo. I am at OAuth 2. OAuth 2 URL generator. In Discord app. Click new application. Yeah, it started. Nah, you guys are saying different shit now. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Chill out, bro. I gotta do this myself. You guys are trolling me. Okay, I just need to do this, no? That's it. Place your app ID. Alright, fuck you, bro. I'm turning this shit off. Dude, actually, but I remembered some shit about like what Maestro said. It's like you gotta turn this on and invite and turn it off. I low-key remember I had to do that flow or some shit. Some bullshit like that. So he might be right. But you know what? We're gonna try it this way first. Okay. Boom. Client ID. Wait, is client ID same as app ID? No. This is app ID. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, motherfuckers, I got it, okay? All I had to do was listen to myself, guys. That's all I had to do, man. Authorize. Go to Duke by Insiders. Okay. Alright, here we go. Hello? Try again. Goodbye. Alright, we're good. It's working. Fixed. Holy shit. It's finally fixed. Alright, chat. I have to go dinner now. We fixed it. Now deactivate. Yo, I don't have to deactivate public. It was already deactivated. I never had to activate it. What are you talking about? Look, it's deactivated. Maestro, I never had to activate public bot, bro. Nah, bro, you guys are trolling me. You guys are fucking trolling me, bro. All I had to use was a fucking link, okay? That Codex sent me. This is why you don't do shit yourself. You let your AI agent do it. All right. So for the tutorial, okay, for Viv, we gotta cut all that shit out. All right. So I had some trouble with the Hermes bot, and I basically just kicked it out of the Discord server and reinstalled it by. Whoa, why is it opening X? I don't know why I don't know why Hermes just opened X, but before we get to that, I just asked it, how do I invite Discord bot to my server? And then it gave me this specific URL, and I just had to replace this client ID by my actual client ID, which you can find in your Discord general information tab. Okay, so that's all you have to do. And then in my Discord, it's now working. Okay, so we have hi, goodbye, it's working. Let's try another one. How are you doing today? Okay, good. No more rate limitations regarding the thread creation. I don't know what that bug was about, but I just, kicked the bot out and brought it back in, and it was solved. So sometimes, it's the good old restart method, and it works. And I have the Hermes agent service started, so it has a gateway that runs it, and so you just let it run, okay? And now I can access my Hermes agent at any time because it's running on my Mac Mini. And that's pretty much it. W stream should do more midweek streams. I'm down, man. I'm down. Keep this in the video. Dude, I can't believe this Maestro guy sounded so confident, but he was literally just trolling. What are you eating for dinner? I'm going to a place called Cho Dangol, some Korean food. Okay, I need to actually perform the summary. Summary. Can you post summary, meeting summary again for the 2 meetings I had today? Look at my calendar. Let me see if the thing finished. Yeah, so the video finished, summary finished. So it should generate a summary for these 2 guys and post it in my school community. Again, chat, if you're new here, follow the stream. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm posting daily about anything regarding AI, very useful stuff. And I have live client meetings every week, live every Sunday, 3 p.m. EST, group session calls, and I have a private community, exclamation point community. Join if you'd like to, get to the next level, guys. If you want to get to the next level, join the community. I will teach you how to make a memory workspace that remembers everything about you, that improves over time, and you can network with the other people inside. There's like successful founders, software engineers, students. So whoever you are, there's a persona for you, and I have help for you, insights for you, and we can have a one-on-one. Okay, so I will see you guys Sunday. I got to dip right now for my dinner. My girlfriend's gonna be mad. I'm late. Why not webhooks? What you mean for? We don't need webhooks. You have agents, bro. Webhooks. I don't know what you mean by webhooks here. I'm going there right now. Dude, you are not. Dude, Dombre, dude, you are not going there right now, okay? Why did I leak where I'm going? Don't go there. I'm kidding, bro. If you see me there, say hello. But I will be on a date. For Discord, don't use bots. Use webhooks. Why? Fully operational. All right, let's ask it another question. Hermes, what do you know about me? Let's see this. Now I'm kind of scared it's going to leak some shit. But here we go. It's simpler, faster. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't think that's true. You can do a lot more with the AI agent than the webhooks. The AI agent can use webhooks, right? It's like different levels of abstraction. Asdi, what'd you message me here? Never mind. I think you retracted it. Also, do we have new clips posted today? We only have one? What's going on? Dude, we're not gonna make the cut for August 1, man. What the hell? Viv, please, if you're watching this, we need to post. Shit. Only one and it flopped. Wait, we have a lot. Hold on. Let me refresh. My bad. Viv posted. There's hella unlisted videos. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Now, hell yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 videos. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's fine if there's not as much views. It'll, you know, go up over time. And especially once I post a full tutorial, you know, these videos will be there for people to watch back afterwards as well. And you never know, man. You never know which video will do better. This needs quotes here. How? I don't know. I think it's like these titles are not. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. But this is good. We have a shout out to Viv. Hey, shout out to Viv, man. We got 6 videos out today. Very good. I hope she also uploaded that to Instagram so I can repost them. Oh, this is 40 minutes. Damn. Okay, maybe this cannot be uploaded to Instagram. But hey, the 10-minute one, I think can upload to Instagram. I don't know. I gotta go. Shit. I gotta go. Boys, the titles that work the best for you are the ones telling you to do something. I see. Yeah, we need to improve titles, man. We need to improve titles it's fine. It's incremental, step by step. Okay, I'm actually late now. My girlfriend's gonna be mad. Chat, thank you so much for being here. Follow the stream if you're new here, and you know, double show. I don't usually watch streams, but I enjoyed. Okay, Ox, appreciate you, but you came in here hating, man. We remember that. You gotta make up for it. I'll be live Sunday. Okay, join the community if you want to learn more about AI and implement your actual first workflow, first AI agent, build your first agent. You know, and do useful shit, bro. Okay, or career advice or whatever. All right, gotta go. Peace, chat. Shout out to Asdi. Shout out to Eddie. Peace. Peace. And all of you guys.
Shout out to Duke.
Can you say shout out to Allegra?